doing out there. This is easy work boxing. I'm about to hit you everywhere but under your feet with this one. Please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Nobody's talking no racism on this channel, just real deal boxing talk. Shawn Porter comes out and tells the public that he will, or he may be, I'm not sure, but it sounded like as if he will be sparring upcoming prospect, big name coming up in the sport of boxing, Jaron Ennis. you know, the thing about this is, I done heard situations like this come from Shawn Porter before. Shawn Porter, when he was fighting Errol Spence Jr., before the fight, he came out to the public. He told the public he will be sparring Demetrius Andrade for the fight with Errol Spence Jr. It turned out that he never did spar Demetrius Andrade. I don't know if a lot of people forgot that, but Easy Work Boxing didn't. So the first thing I gotta say is this a ploy to come out and, scare Terrence Crawford. Even if he really does train or spar with Jerome Boos Ennis, is it enough to beat Terrence Crawford? I criticize Jerome Boos a lot. And the reason it's not that he's not a good fighter. It's just that the respect that he's getting from not fighting top caliber opponents yet is just crazy. Black fighter, no hate towards him or nothing like that. But I'm who hates to see newcomers just jump in and get all this credit and acknowledgement. Him and Virgil Ortiz are two fighters that are doing this. In my mind, I would love to see Virgil Ortiz Jr. versus Jerome Boos Ennis. But a little bit about Jerome Boos. He is a good fighter. I can't take that away from him. My only thing is I just haven't seen him in the ring with a top caliber opponent yet. So that's what bothers me about the Jerome Boos uproar. Him and Virgil Ortiz screaming out champions' names, but yet they're not willing to, in my opinion, do what's necessary by taking on each other. We got two prospects hollering out champions. Why don't y'all fight each other? And then that way they could be only one. But, just a little bit about Jerome Boos. He is a switch hitter like Terrence Crawford, fast fighter, counter puncher. He can show Shawn Porter a lot in this fight, especially from the switch hitting when he turns southpaw. That'll get him prepared for Terrence Crawford. But this is one little part, then I'm going to get off right quick to let y'all know that, even though Shawn Porter will be using Jaron Ennis, it won't change anything. It will give him a better look, but Terrence Crawford and Jaron Ennis, thing that's different. And the one thing that's different is experience, which plays a major factor in the sport of boxing. This is not football, this is not tennis, this is not basketball. I think Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury showed us that you can't learn boxing and you can't change overnight. This is no way to discredit Shawn Porter at all, but at the same time, we got to realize sparring don't win matches. Sparring can help you in the ring. Sparring does a lot for a fighter, but it's not going to turn Shawn Porter into this unstoppable fighter because he's training with Jaron Ennis. And this is the reason why. If you go on BoxRec and you check Jaron Ennis's resume, and this is no disrespect towards him, I've been going in on him. I talk about the fact that I feel that he getting too much notoriety for nothing. But Jaron Ennis basically didn't have a real fight until his 20th fight. If you go back and you check BoxRec, he's one of those fighters that fought fighters with more losses than wins type of guy. And he did that up until his 20th fight. His 21st fight, he fought a guy that was 18-0-1. Okay? So for those that are out here who are thinking that Jaron Ennis will change Shawn Porter as a fighter or do something to show him how to beat Terrence Crawford, you wrong. This guy didn't have a tough fight until his 21st fight. And Jaron Ennis is 27-0. 23 years old, hell of a fighter, take nothing away from him. But when we talk boxing, I talk real deal boxing. And a guy that only had a real deal fight on his 21st fight when he's 27-0, to me, can't really do much to show Shawn Porter how to beat Terrence Crawford. That's just my opinion of it. Like I said, no disrespect to none of the fighters. You know, that's something I said I'm gonna stop, you know what I'm saying, going in on fighters like that. I have to be more respectful to men that get in the ring, you know, and risk their lives. But if you see me going in, I'm going in. But I want y'all to know I do respect these men. Like I said, I've been watching this sport as a child, so I love it a lot, and that's all I do. But as far as I see it, a guy that didn't really have a good fight until he was 20-0, or 21-0, he won't be able to help Shawn Porter do anything. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about it in the comment section. I thank y'all for y'all love and y'all support. This Easy Work Boxing. I'm out.